Hi everybody, this is Kevin again. I'm not going to make this a very long video, but just wanted to make some comments about what's going on right now in this country. And it looks like to me that persecution of true born-again believers in Jesus Christ is really starting in earnest right now. I know it's already kind of been going on in some ways by way of the homosexual agenda that's been coming against Christian-owned businesses like the Masterpiece Cake Shop in Denver, Colorado. There's a florist, I think in Washington State, that was affected. There's a photographer, wedding photographer, a lot of that going on already. But now we have a courageous sister in Christ named Kim Davis up in Rowan County, Kentucky. She's the clerk of court up there, and probably all of you have seen this already in the news. But she was put in jail yesterday by Judge David L. Bunning. Okay, he's a federal judge, and he said that she broke the law. Of course, there is no law that she actually broke. She is a clerk of court that was elected by the people in Rowan County in Kentucky. And she goes by Kentucky state laws. And the Kentucky state law concerning marriage shows that marriage is between a woman and a man. And she would not issue licenses to same-sex couples. And so the judge said that she was in contempt of court and said that she had needed to start issuing those licenses. And then she basically stopped issuing any licenses at all until she had to go to court yesterday and face the judge, and the judge put her in jail. And he is telling her she can only get out of jail if she will start issuing the licenses. And of course, she's being, basically she's being jailed for the fact that she will not violate her conscience as a born-again believer in Jesus Christ to put her name, her good name, on a certificate of two men getting married or two women getting married. And we know that two men can't get married and two women can't get married, because the Bible definition of marriage is what marriage is. Genesis 2:24 is where it starts, and there's many other references to this same verse. But Genesis 2:24, starting out with Adam and Eve, says, "A man shall leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and the two shall be one flesh." It's pretty clear. God did not make any provision for two women to get married or two men to get married, but only for a man to leave his mother and father and cleave unto his wife, that being a woman. That's the only way God designed it. That's the only way it can be. That's the biblical definition of marriage, and always has been. And even in other cultures, it's always been a husband and wife. That's a marriage. Two men is not a marriage. Two women is not a marriage. Three women is not a marriage. Three or four men, that's not a marriage. A man and an animal, that's not a marriage. A woman and an animal, that's not a marriage. A marriage is one man, one woman, according to the scriptures. And just because 5 Supreme Court justices decided on June 26th to switch and change a verdict they had made, or a decision they had made 2 years ago before that, to do away with the Defense of Marriage Act, which was an actual law that was signed into law by Bill Clinton in 1996. They did away with that law, saying the federal government has no ability to actually define what marriage is. That was left to the states. They said that in 2013. But now, here in 2015, on June 26th, they come out and they say marriage can be between just about anybody. That marriage is not just between a man and a woman. Okay? So now they are mandating through this ruling that all of the states are supposed to allow anybody to get married, which is ridiculous. And it's ungodly, and God's not going to put up with it for much longer, I don't think. And God bless Kim Davis for the stand she's taken. She puts a lot of us, pretty much all of us, to shame in her walk, in her faith. She is walking and living out her faith right now by being willing to go to jail for her convictions, to not put her name on a document that says 2 men got married or 2 women got married. And tomorrow, there's going to be a big rally there at the jailhouse where she's being kept at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And I hope that there's a big showing there. And also there are petitions that can be signed to release her from jail. And one of them is from Mike Huckabee. And I would encourage you to sign those petitions if you can online. He wants to have 250,000 petitions when he goes there on Tuesday. He's going to be visiting that area on Tuesday during his campaign for president. He's going to be there, and he's going to be petitioning to get her out of jail. This judge has no right to have put her in jail. He's wrong, and there's no law, there's no basis for her to be in jail. She's broken no law. There is no law that was passed by Congress and signed by the president that said that same-sex marriage is legal. This is only according to a corrupt ruling from a Supreme Court, from 5 Supreme Court justices. It's not a law. She didn't break a law. And she needs to be released from jail. And so with that, I'm going to end this video, and I hope that many of you also believe this way. I had a lot of comments, a lot of back and forth last night on Facebook, also today sometime, and between different people. There were Facebook friends of mine and Facebook friends of Facebook friends of mine. And some of us, obviously, we see that Kim Davis is doing the right thing. And there were other people who claimed to be born-again believers who were saying she's not doing the right thing and that she needs to resign. Now, she was elected to that position. She cannot be fired unless there's some provision for the governor to do it or something like that. But the governor should be standing on her side. The governor of Kentucky needs to be standing on her side and get her out of jail. This is a states versus federal issue, a states' right issue. And she shouldn't be in jail. There is no law that she broke. So I'm saying this also to you people who are going against Kim Davis on Facebook. I'm telling you right now, she didn't break a law. Did she not do what the judge asked her to do? Yeah, but she didn't break a law by not issuing those licenses. So for that, I'm going to say God bless all of you, and keep Kim Davis in prayer. And it just seems like this is really maybe the beginning of a lot more of this kind of thing that's going to happen until Jesus takes his church home. God bless all of you, and bye for now.